I like Marcus Parsons, but I tell you what, I love Jalen Ramsey. That guy is a beast. I mean, he can cover, he can tackle.
It's going to be significantly worse. Now, the only chance you have is if your defense is playing good, you can hand off and play ball control. But
Welcome to the Everything Goes podcast with TAK, where sports get loud, the takes get hot, and nothing's off limits. From game day breakdowns to way too early predictions, we're bringing the energy every single episode. Buckle up, because over here, everything really does go.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Everything Goes podcast. 249 episodes.
What is up, Brazil? What is up, Germany, baby? And the 29 countries that follow us.
Buenos noches, and I don't know what German is.
we recently got our so we use an app. We use a website called Buzzsprout that allows us to share our beautiful voices to so many apps, and we got the details that number one, we had a 68% growth this year, which congratulations, guys. Congratulations. 31 episodes this year, almost 2,000 minutes. But Brazil and Germany are two of our top locations. I mean, our top two cities that stream our podcast are Dallas, Texas, and a town in Germany. No idea. Nation, love it, baby, though. I love it. It's so excited, man. I love it.
Takes.
21 countries, I think. Was it 21 countries or cities? I think it was cities.
29 countries, 121 cities.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
I didn't even put that together. That's insane.
Yeah, that's wild.
Well, hey guys, I think we should go to Brazil and do a podcast during Carnival.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I won't say no.
Come on, Brazil, baby. ¿Cómo estamos, primos? Hey, welcome back to Everything Goes podcast, man. We're so happy to be here. We are going to give our coaching shakeups. We're going to dictate what team has the best that offers coaches to draw. And we're also going to roll a new segment. Is this your guy? I mean, do you have QB1 on your team? We're going to be the dictator of that. Would you rather Jalen Hurts edition, where we are going to dictate whether this quarterback I would rather have on my team than Jalen Hurts. And playoff football is here, baby. We got the semifinals for college football happening. We got the wild card starting this week. I'm excited. I'm fired up. We're going to do our predictions. You should bet $1 million on it. But I'm ready. How we doing, guys? It is almost Friday.
Dude, I'm great. I mean, it's freaking January and it feels like springtime here in Colorado.
I love it, man.
Yeah, golf courses. When you said the courses are still open,
people are in shorts. It's just crazy, man.
We got more protests in Minneapolis today, so I'm not enjoying the mood here again.
It's colder in my office than it is outside.
I need to come visit, Chris.
Yeah,
hey, I like how Stephen A. Smith is slowly getting into politics. He's hilarious to watch. But I will give him his props. He asked some good questions. So that's one thing I'll give him. Real quick, it's just a random side thing that I wanted to get your guys' opinion on. This has been driving me crazy the past couple of days. Obviously, a lot of works are going into college football right now, and people are transfer portals open up. This drives me insane when I see a tweet like this. Like, I follow Michigan, obviously, right? Yeah. Or reporters. And it says just one tweet that I've seen about like 5 other players. Freshman All-American wide receiver Andrew Marsh has reached an agreement to stick with Michigan. This is what drives me crazy is when I hear the words reached an agreement.
Yeah. Well, just look Look at the Washington quarterback. He signed with Washington, and a couple hours later, he entered the portal because this wasn't enough.
Is this NFL free agency? Like, you're a
It is.
freshman.
4,000 kids entered the portal day one.
I will die on this hill. I love Greg Olson's view on it, that he said, could you imagine NFL quarterback, NFL, any position, sign a 4-year contract, and after 1 year say, all right, I'm ready to go into free agency? You'd be like, are you insane? But that is exactly how college football is. I mean, there's no loyalty anymore. There's no, oh, wow, it's getting a little rocky here, it's getting a little hard here. I'm still going to give it my best and do whatever I can for this college.
It's no longer about education.
You remember back in the day when you'd go in the transfer portal, you would literally have to sit out a whole year. I don't think that is right, but it's an insane world now. And you have now all these quarterbacks that were going to go in the draft. I mean, there's so many players that are trying to stay in college as long as they can because they're making more. You think about, like, we were just talking about Tyler Shuck before this podcast started. There's most of these guys in the college are probably making more money than him. Like, if you're drafting the second, third, fourth round, these guys are probably making more money than you. It's insane.
You know what's aggravating the most? The Ole Miss situation. You got the guy that's there now, but you have the offensive coordinator and the running backs coach who keeps going back and forth between LSU and Ole Miss. These kids aren't getting practice time because these coaches aren't there with them. The running back already said, hey, I'm not going to LSU. And the running back coach is sitting there trying to needle him just to come to LSU. And then how about LSU is paying their coach from Ole Miss who left Ole Miss $500,000 for every game that they play. Ole Miss plays. That's crazy.
That's a whole funny situation too, because he left Ole Miss thinking I can never win a natty with them, and now they're winning,
and he's still getting paid $500,000 per game.
It's insane. It's insane.
LSU is one of the biggest losers in the transfer portal, by the way.
You guys, how so? They lost commits, or
they lost several commits, and they don't have anybody coming there. The biggest winner was Penn State. They got 19 players from Iowa.
I'm excited to watch Michigan because there's so many people are talking about how great this coach hire was, and it's a no-name coach that not a lot of people had on the radar. And then you see the signing, and so many people in the college sports industry like Michigan just got a top 5 coach,
but and one of the top 6 coaches in the league.
What I compared it to, and then we'll kind of get back on track, is Michigan's kind of coming off this whole like spotlights on them, right? A lot went on.
Mm-hmm.
I compared it to the Astros and their cheating scandal, and then Dusty Baker slid, and a solidified veteran who can kind of cancel the noise out and was able to just be like, all right, guys, like it is what it is. And then they end up winning like 1 or 2 World Series with him. I'm like, all right, Kyle, let's do this, man. Let's ride in the sunset. Let's go win some games. Let's build a new culture. But building a new culture is what some of these teams are looking for, as a lot of coaches have been. That was a great segment. A lot of coaches are getting fired. Raheem Morris shocked me because it's only a year, 2 years in, he goes 8-9. His quarterback keeps getting injured. The owner Arthur hugs him after his post-game press conference. Everyone's like, all right, this is great. We're going into year 3. He's fired. Cliff Kingsbury meets with Dan Quinn. They're about to talk about the offense for next year. He's gone. John Harbaugh, we talked on this podcast and we said if the Ravens do not beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, something needs to change. John Harbaugh, see you later. You're gone. Dallas Cowboys defense coordinator gone.
Yeah, but there's reports about Harbaugh got fired because he wouldn't give up the offensive play calling, and then they said Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport have 2 different stories out. One said that the locker room. They no longer supported him, and the other one's reporting that those guys were crying when he left. Come on, I don't know. You don't know what the
we called it that there was going to be a shakeup. There needed to be some kind of new culture, and I mean he's a great coach, and I think he's gonna have plenty of opportunities.
Giants next coach. He got 7 calls. 7 calls after it came out. He got fired. 17 called him.
Mm-hmm. The Arizona Cardinals fired their coach. He's a great. Was he a DC or was he OC? I forget what he was with the
DC.
But there's a lot of. I think last year's coach in Carousel was a lot better, right? Because you had Mike Vrabel, you had Ben Johnson, like you had some studs. Even Kellen Moore, Aaron Glenn, like these alpha guys. This year it's a little quiet. You got a lot of offensive gurus and stuff. But this is our coaching shakeup segment. We're excited to talk about it. This is the graphic we're going to be looking at, though. Right here is what 1, 2, 3, like top 6 right off the bat, right? drafting within the top 10 unless you're the Falcons who just went all defense.
I'm sorry, that list is wrong.
Why is this list wrong?
I think the Giants are number 1. I think that's
no. So this might have been like
no, they did it.
This might have been before like the week was over.
I know. I'm just saying.
They're not ranking them in favorites. It's not the draft picks.
I'm just saying. If I'm picking at any one of those teams, I'm looking at the Giants. That's the team right now that's ready to win now.
Throw it up first. Yeah, throw it up again.
Yeah. So teams that stand out for me is like the Giants and honestly the Falcons. The Falcons have a lot of talent. You're talking about Bijan Robinson. You're talking about a young, good defense. You're talking about an offensive line, wide receivers.
They got a lot. I think they drafted heavy on defense, the Falcons. So I like who they have. The offensive, everything on the offense seems fine. It's kind of like the Vikings. Vikings had to shore up some offensive line, and mostly they picked up defensive free agents. So the
Vegas
Falcons
is nice because of the number 1 pick, but other than that, I mean, unless they keep Geno Smith, I mean, what are you going to do? Draft a quarterback and start over from scratch?
Hey, I heard this. You think about some of the best cities in the world, right? Arizona, freaking Tennessee, right? Nashville, Tennessee. Like some of the best cities, they suck. Why is it that they suck? You know what I mean?
Too much to do. I don't know.
If I'm looking at this list, I'm not going to Cleveland. Cleveland's always a disaster.
No.
-12, and I mean, if you're like Cliff Kingsbury, who is an offensive guru with like Jaden Daniels his rookie year, like you got young quarterbacks there, yada whatever.
Tennessee has no weapons.
I'm going to the Giants or I'm going to the Raiders. If I'm going to the Raiders, you have over $100 million in cap space. You got the number 1 draft pick. Maybe I'm listening to the calls for Max Crosby to get another draft pick, but you probably draft Mendoza.
Max Crosby's gone.
There's rumors about like former offensive line of the Saints in a Saints report. We're talking about those rumors like the Saints and what it would take to get there. And they're talking about like a second this year, a first next year, and a second next year. Done deal. To a guy that's 26 or 27.
I'm telling you right now, Jim Harbaugh goes to the Giants. Mark my words, they're in the playoffs next year.
Oh, I could totally see that.
With the weapons they have on defense and offense.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Stefanski. I feel like him and Harbaugh probably would be the top candidates. Maybe to me, Cliff, I don't know why I'd give Cliff another shot. His team fell. The Cardinals when he was coach, the second half of the season.
Look where they've been since he left though.
The problem is we don't know what Stefanski is. He was with Cleveland. He had one good year. He went to the playoffs, and after that, I mean, the GM and the owner.
There has been wild stats about the Cardinals where if they went like 17-0 for the past 5 years, for the next 5 years, they'd still have like a losing record under 500 or something. Like it's crazy. Like they haven't had a head coach there longer than like 4 years in like years. Arizona's interesting because you don't know what you're doing with Kyler Murray. You're drafting a quarterback, probably. You have 21 million cap space. You have a young defense, and you have offensive weapons. You're talking about Marvin Harrison Jr.
Jerry Jones should shock the world and fires our head coach Schottenheimer and bring in Harbaugh.
Is he? What is Harbaugh? What is his specialty? Is he an offensive coordinator?
Yeah, he is an offensive guy.
It just seems like he's authentic. I have no idea how it seems like a lot of teams like him, or just like the Harbaughs in general. They seem authentic. They want to, guys want to play for them.
I think a lot of it had to do with Lamar. I think Lamar's the one that like basically went to him with his agent and said, his mom's his agent, but went to the organization and said, look, it's either him or it's me.
See, but I heard that it was another guy that Lamar didn't like, and that John was like the middle guy keeping the peace. And
Lamar didn't like the offensive coordinator. That's there.
Yeah, there was someone there that they were saying, and so if Ace, who are you picking on this list? Like, if you're a free agent coach, what team are you going to and why?
Oh, you know what? I'll shock it. Maybe I was leaning toward the Giants too. I'm going to go Tennessee. They got a ton of cap space. Ward didn't look bad down the stretch.
Ward did not look bad at all. 5. You got a lot of holes.
State income tax.
Ward can't stay healthy. That's his problem.
He's running for his life. I think I'm either like I'm leaning with that as far as the Giants, but also man, like the Falcons. Like you get a quarterback in there. You obviously don't have a first round pick. Don't have a lot of cap.
The Falcons because of the division.
Weak division right now. Point. I mean, Saints, because the Saints lost, they now have a losing schedule for the second easiest schedule next year. They would have played if they would have won. They would have played Dallas next year.
That would have been a L for you.
Would have been awesome. I think I think I'd love to do Vegas, man. I think if Vegas gets a quarterback in there and
too many holes, that's the problem. Too many holes.
Imagine like John Harbaugh in there. I mean, I can't even name all the coaches, but like, you get a coach in there, man.
The difference is you need an owner that's willing to spend that $100 million.
Dude, I mean, like, look, like $100 million. Like, why don't you build your team up? You have a beautiful new stadium.
You know who's on the top of that list for the last 4 years? It was the Bears, and they finally spent the money. And they're the number one team in the NFC North.
Yeah, Patriots. They spent a lot of it in the trenches too, man. That offensive line, they got some offensive line help for Caleb Williams. You've been drafting some very good young talent.
Vegas is like the Pittsburgh Pirates. They don't want to spend money.
Man, I had a freaking picture of the coaches that were fired already.
I tell you right now, man, I'm excited for the Cowboys to get a new defensive coach. I got a list of people I want.
Well, Commanders too. I don't know if you mentioned this, Ty, but they fired the DC also. So they got to be looking for two guys.
Yeah. Raheem Morris. Where's Raheem Morris go? Does Mike McDaniels get fired? I don't know.
Oh, that one surprised me. Same with, I know it was Glenn.
Brian Daboll's not a bad coach. A lot of people love Brian Daboll.
Oh yeah,
what he does with young talent like Jackson Dart, like
that was one thing I heard for the Raiders. Daboll goes in as OC, and maybe Flores is the head coach. Or
they're saying Brian Flores too, man. Brian Flores to Las Vegas would be sick. Get Brian Daboll to be your offensive coordinator.
I don't.
Brian Daboll couldn't win with the Giants.
True, yeah, and that's if he's not head coach, that's
like, honestly. If I need an OC, man, I'm looking in the college ranks first. I'm sick of the recycling these old coaches that have been in this. It's like a golf community where these old guys just stick around until they die. Get rid of them. Let's get some fresh blood in the college freaking field in the NFL. These guys throw it around like crazy in the college ranks. Shake it up.
I mean, heck, I thought Lane Kiffin might have jumped, but he probably got a pretty lucrative offer at LSU. So
yeah.
All right, let's move on and play Is This Your Guy? I'm going to go around. I'm going to give you guys a team, and you're going to tell me they have their QB1 or they need to draft a quarterback. All right, we'll start off with the New York Jets.
They need a guy.
That's easy. They need a guy. They need to draft a guy or go buy a guy.
But yeah. How many years left? Brissett, Daniel. There should be plenty of guys they could pick off the heap.
But honestly, it just seems like whoever goes there. I mean, even Aaron Rodgers, everyone that goes there, they have a bad year. Sam Darnold was drafted by them. Look at what he's doing now. I mean, Justin Fields, he's not a bad quarterback. It's like, what do you put around him? It's like all they ever do is focus on defense. They don't focus on offense.
I mean, Breece Hall. I mean, Garrett Wilson. I mean, they don't win for some reason.
It looks good, but yeah, they
get their own stadium. Start there. Get your own stadium.
Get your own stadium. Break away from the Giants. All right, next team.
Why is it? It's the Giants and the Jets always drafted a top 5 every year.
Every year, man.
1 or 2. Yep.
Next team, New Orleans Saints.
Oh, they got their guy.
They got their guy.
Got it. Yep.
Don't play the freaking music.
I'm not gonna play the music. I told my wife though after the Saints game, I said I'm getting Tyler Shough jersey next year. I said that's our guy.
It's official. That's the 2026 starter.
Do you know? In the NFL, he was top 3 quarterback for third down conversions for completing percentage.
Oh,
it's okay.
He had a lot of good stats. Top 10 in the NFL, which was pretty wild.
What are you gonna say next year when you only have 4 wins?
Yeah, if we get 4 wins with the second easiest schedule, I mean, then there's something wrong. There's something wrong.
Hey, Buffalo Bills had the easiest schedule this year. Look where they're at. The number 5 seed.
Hey, just a little side thing. What's wild to me is Myles Garrett obviously broke the sack record. But I think what doesn't comprehend me is like guys like Cam Jordan and Chase Young on the Saints had 10 half sacks, and that's a good season. That's a good season. And then you're like, but Myles Garrett had double that.
Oh yeah.
Like, isn't that mind-blowing?
All I got to say is Chris's hot takes. I picked New England to win more than 11 games this year. They did. I picked Baltimore to come back when you're 3 games down and a freaking rookie kicker.
Dude, that's wild.
Oh, my God.
Came down to a field goal.
That was wild.
I think Myles Garrett, the next guy in line, had like 16 sacks. It was a pretty big spread.
Yeah,
Myles Garrett's going to look good in Dallas next year.
Oh.
Dude, that's a guy that's like, man, why are you on the Browns? Why are you on the Browns? Next team, Cleveland Browns.
Oh no, I don't know, dude. That is so hard to predict because they got.
I'm drafting a guy.
I don't know. They just drafted 2 last year.
Yeah,
I'm drafting a guy because I think Shador has it, but you've only seen like what 5-6 games. Like I think I would need to see a full season of growth.
Look, honestly, if I'm Cleveland, I'm beefing up the offensive line.
But you also need a veteran in there. Like it's just him and Gabriel.
Trade one of them.
I think they have their guy, but they need a veteran to back up. That if one of them gets hurt,
I wish there was a middle. Like I don't think they don't have their guy, but I think they need to bring in like a Kirk Cousins just in case.
Dude, they had 5 guys on the roster in the beginning of the season.
Oh yeah, you remember that?
Yeah,
they're just a mess. I think they have their guy. I think they have to start being patient because they change quarterbacks like we change diapers on a baby. It's too often. It's too frequent.
Yep. Who was the old Dallas quarterback that commentates now? I can't think of his name.
Oh, I don't know. There's several of them.
No, come on, man. Aikman. Yeah, Aikman. He was talking about it one day about how he's like the NFL. He said the NFL is letting down a lot of quarterbacks.
You see, Aikman's helping out the Miami Dolphins. He's a consultant now for the GM.
Wait, isn't he like possibly gonna run for the?
He's not going to be the GM. He's going to be a consultant to hire the next GM.
That's interesting. It's interesting. Phillip Rivers trying to be a coach in the NFL, baby. How about that? Oh, I think he could do it. All right, Las Vegas Raiders don't have their guy.
Yeah, don't have their guy.
I think he resigned Geno. I think he resigned Geno. I don't think he
resigned Geno.
Yeah, I don't
get out of here. I don't even know if they. He might still be under contract.
No, I think maybe he has a year
left.
Was it
1 year?
Honestly, look, what I would do if I'm the Raiders, I'm taking that number 1 pick and I'm trading back, picking up more picks, putting weapons around him.
No.
Riding with Geno. This draft for quarterbacks isn't that good. That kid from Indiana, everyone loves him, but I don't like him.
Dude, he's just beat Ohio State.
Okay.
One of the best defenses in college.
The majority of their wins is because of their defense. Their defense is amazing.
Who?
I mean, you gotta keep.
Defense is freaking amazing.
Dude, no way, dude. Fernando Mendoza is shining bright in the stage right now.
I'm sorry.
They don't have their guy. They don't have their guy, but you got to keep Geno for another year.
They don't have their guy. You get rid of Geno.
Dude, I would rather trade my pick back, and I'd rather pick up like someone else's scraps, like Gabriel or somebody like that from Cleveland. Sure. I would not waste that number 1 pick on a quarterback anymore.
And
I'm sorry.
If they're going to hang on
Wilson for a year, I don't care. I'm not.
Well, I think there's a percentage stat out there where like picks like 1 through 5 is like the quarterbacks that are starting in the league nowadays. When if you go lower and lower, it's like they're not. I think if you're the Raiders, you need to draft Fernando Mendoza. You draft your quarterback or you trade for a star that's like a Joe Burrow that you can give 3 first-round picks away and pay his contract. They don't have their guy, and Geno is not in anymore. Okay, Geno got sucker punched in the face again.
He was in Seattle. Do you know what the problem was? Their coach wasn't the deal. That's why he's gone.
Pete Carroll came back, and Geno's like, I thought I got rid of you, man.
They're paying Pete Carroll for the next 2 years to stay away.
Oh, yep.
It's Pittsburgh Steelers.
No, they don't.
They don't got their guy.
Mason Rudolph is not the answer once Rodgers leaves.
Will Howard
is Rodgers.
They got Will Howard. They draft what round did they draft Howard?
It was later. It was like 4th or 5th.
Okay, so they don't got their guy.
I don't think they got their
Ohio State bust.
The only Ohio State quarterback I've ever seen actually play well is C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
Justin Fields has his moments.
Look, honestly, I don't think anyone's the problem about Justin Fields is he keeps going to bad teams. He's not going to teams.
Dude, that first game, they put 40 points up, and everyone was like, "The Jets are back."
The Jets aren't back.
Oh my god, yeah.
Indianapolis Colts.
They have their back. They have their man. They have Leonard. Leonard from Notre Dame's good.
What about
Daniel
Jones?
Daniel Jones he's just a passover. Leonard.
I think they got him.
Leonard played well in his first start.
Leonard looked good.
And maybe,
but it was one game. It was one game.
I know. But I would rather ride with Daniel Jones, let Leonard sit behind him, and just keep working with him, and go with that. I mean, that'll work.
I think they got their guy in Daniel Jones.
Either one of them. I think they got the guy on the team.
Daniel Jones is 5 years into the league, so that's a good Daniel Jones with Leonard backing him up.
I just don't know what his timetable is. I don't know if he's. I mean, if he's healthy, they were 7-1 at one point or something like that. I mean, they were the best team in the NFL.
But didn't it come out he had a broken leg before?
Yeah, he was dealing with like a broken leg, and then he tore his leg. Yeah, it was bad.
How do you even let a guy play?
When you're old, everything feels broken.
All right, we got a couple more here. Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, they got their guy, JJ.
I think
he's got to stay healthy though.
I think they have their guy, and I think I have to say that because I don't want to be like I want to see guys develop. And I think JJ shows you glimpses of like, all right, he might be able to be a guy. I mean, it's really his first year playing.
There needs to be a fall league for football.
Dude,
like even if it's flag football, they need to have a fall league where these guys can get some reps.
I mean, he's gonna get a full off season with these guys, and I just think like, dude, that stiff arm was nasty. Yeah, nobody was rehabbing.
I know that's the problem. He needs to stay healthy.
I think he practiced with Jefferson at least a little of the offseason last year. I don't know. They got to keep him.
How the hell did Justin Jefferson get fucking 1,000 yards receiving this year? With the amount of crap that
Carson Wentz.
I just say he dealt with so much crap this year.
Where is Carson Wentz?
Injured.
Yeah.
That shows you he's like a Hopkins. Like that shows you how good of a receiver he is when you can still get 1,000 yards receiving.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Who's that backup for the Packers, man? Wilkes? Whatever his name is?
That guy, yes.
Malik Willis.
He needs to be a starter.
Liberty University. He was drafted by the Tennessee Titans in like the second round or something.
Dude, he's better than Jordan Love.
Dude, he's pretty good.
He is.
He's better than a lot of quarterbacks right now, including
he was not like that for Tennessee though. Like he was new to the game. He was developing.
Dude, if I'm a team like Arizona, I'm on the phone. What do you want for him?
I'm sure guys like him. I'm sure guys like Mac Jones. I've even heard rumors guys like Spencer Rattler, like guys that like a team will trade like a 6'4" or 5th and just have him come in and compete. And if you can, win this offseason, like we'll give you the chance to start.
Mm-hmm.
Last one we'll do. We'll do two more. We'll do two more.
Dallas Cowboys.
I was gonna do the Eagles, but I want to do these two. I want to do these two. The Cardinals.
I think Brissett's their man.
Brissett's their man for another year.
Yeah,
but
they do not have their guy. Brissett is probably the best backup in the league. I will say that.
Yeah, but you got to understand something. Brissett, when he came in, he was winning. Then Marvin Harrison Jr. went down. He had nobody to throw to. I mean,
Kyler's not the guy, man. I don't know what it is.
Kyler's not the guy. He already got his money. Step aside. Let someone else come in. But Brissett played well. I'm telling you, put weapons around Brissett. He's not a bad quarterback either.
Brissett has had opportunities to start in the league for multiple teams. I just think he is truly he's the best backup you can get in this game. He can come in and keep you competing.
Dude, I'm telling you, the thing that's ruining the NFL is this guaranteed money. These guys get this money. They get a little toenail injury. And they don't want to play.
Yeah, it's kind of
BS. No motivation. When you have $100 million already locked up in your account because you got guaranteed money, who wants to go get hurt? Nobody.
Majority of those guys don't need multi-year contracts either. Yeah. They need to play year after year and earn it every year, or else the guaranteed money, the multi-year contracts just gets them. A lot of guys just freaking get lazy.
Mm-hmm. I forget. I saw a story today, and I forget what team it was, but the backup quarterback, he was playing the last game of the year, and he went around to every player that was playing and said, "What do you need to get your incentives? What do you need to get your incentives? What do you need to get your incentives?"
I love that.
That's what I love. I love where you have they can have so many catches, so many touchdowns, so many interceptions, so much whatever.
Yeah.
This guaranteed money is ruining football.
Last one I'm going to do here, the Atlanta Falcons. Just right off the bat before we get into it, yes, they have their guy, or no, they don't have their guy.
I think they do. I think they do.
I don't. I know. I'm a big fan of letting these young guys develop. I don't think Kirk Cousins is your guy, but I also don't think Michael Penix.
The last 5 games of the year.
I don't think Michael Penix is your guy. I think his stats when he plays is not great.
I think
he's got a long list of injuries.
But you got to understand something though. That was his first year starting. You know what I mean? Bring Kirk Cousins back. Let him start the season. Let Penix sit behind him. I honestly believe that
you can't do that though, because Kurt started last year and then Penix came in. So you're gonna do the reverse role now?
Wait, why not? Look how good they played the last. They tied for first place in their division.
I don't think Kurt's there next year. I think they're gonna have a new coach come in. They're gonna.
Well, unless Kirk retires, he's gotta he has more to go.
They tied for first place in their division. Enough said. I think you bring him back, you roll it, you let Penix sit behind him, and you roll with it. You can't say after 1 year a rookie quarterback is no good.
Year and a half.
It usually takes 3 years before you know what you have in a quarterback.
I agree. All right, so that's the is this your guy? And
bring Spencer Rattler to Dallas. We'll have him as our backup. I guarantee
dude, Spencer,
Spencer
played well, man. He just unfortunately played the hardest part of our schedule.
He's on a bad team.
He's on a good team. He's on a good team. All right, last little game we'll play, and then we'll get into our predictions for what's going forward. This is the game that we like to play. Maybe we'll play it every single week, but with a different player. It's Would You Rather, and we're going to do the Jalen Hurts edition. This will be Would You Rather the player I say or Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
First player on this list, Baker Mayfield.
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts. He's a Super Bowl winner.
I mean, that's true. He is a Super Bowl winner. I mean, it's not a one-man sport. I mean,
the problem with Jalen Hurts is he's on a team that they're all about individualism. They're not about helping and playing as a team.
I think Jalen Hurts is a game manager, not a game changer. I think he's just on the right scheme.
When I think Baker's sort of in that same boat, he's got more fire to him. Like he seems to resonate better with the team overall.
I guess I would take Jalen right now. I would take. I like Baker.
Baker's a younger version of Tony Romo and Brett Favre.
Jared Goff. I'm taking Jared.
Jalen Hurts.
I'm taking Jared. You're crazy.
The problem with Goff is he never uses his legs.
Yeah,
he's a good pocket quarterback.
I'm taking look where they're at, the playoffs.
I gotta go Hurts too.
It's the first year though without their offensive coordinator and their defensive coordinator. It's a big change.
That's the GM's fault for not giving him a raise.
Yeah. Jackson Dart.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Hurts. I'm taking Hurts for sure. CJ Stroud.
Stroud. I like Stroud.
I think I'm taking Stroud.
I like Stroud because he's younger.
Yeah.
I like Stroud's play style better. I personally think, and this is no offense to Jalen Hurts, because I wanted Jalen Hurts for the Saints when they had the opportunity to draft him.
He's good.
I don't think he's a game changer though. I think he just manages the game perfectly, and he doesn't need to put up a lot of stats. He can run, he can throw 100 yards and still win the game. I'd rather have CJ Stroud. Like if I'm a Saints fan and I had the option right now to pick CJ Stroud for my future or Jalen Hurts, I'm taking CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
The problem with CJ Stroud is you really don't know what he has because every year their big time receivers get hurt. You know what I mean? Yeah. Tank Dell.
And he still plays.
He sits in the pocket.
11 wins.
Yeah, he sits in the pocket longer than Hurts. A lot of times when I watch those stupid Eagles games, because I have A.J. Brown or Brittany's got both of him and Saquon, he takes like one or two reads and then he puts the ball down, never just runs immediately. Where CJ has more pocket awareness.
My thing is I think you can build a great team with both those quarterbacks, CJ Stroud or Jalen Hurts. You can't go wrong. And I hate defending Hurts.
We'll do a couple more. Dak Prescott.
Dak. I like Dak.
God,
Dude, I think Dak blows him out of the water. I just think Jalen Hurts has won better games.
Dak is 36-10 against the division. I'll take Dak.
I like Dak. I'm taking Dak. Yeah, last one, a little tricky. Sam Darnold.
Jalen. Just because
think about these past 2 years, man, with Sam Darnold, man.
Yeah, he's got
because of the play and out.
Dude, he's got 20 plus wins.
I think Sam Darnold is just hitting his prime now, and that's scary.
Yeah. They got to be around the same age.
He's only been in the league 7 years.
Dude, he's so young. He came into the league so young.
He was drafted in 2018 by the Jets.
He's only 26.
Yeah, they got to be the same age. I think he's 28 or 29, and I think Hurts is 27.
I'm sorry, I got to do it. I'm going Jalen Hurts.
I think I'm going Sam Darnold, man. I like the arm.
I'm a pocket quarterback fucking fanatic, but I gotta go Jalen. God, I hate saying Jalen Hurts' name.
Yeah, we've been saying it a lot.
All right, listen, I guess my computer is getting pretty low here, so we're gonna do these picks pretty fast.
Okay.
I was at half. We've been having fun. This is the 2025 NFL picture. We have a great wild card selection: Texans and Steelers, Bills and Jags. I'm rooting the Jags this whole
time. Bet your paycheck on these picks, baby.
So let's start in the AFC. We have the Texans and Steelers. How we feeling here?
Texans up all day.
I would love to see Rodgers ride into the sunset, but I am taking the Texans.
They shouldn't even be there.
They shouldn't. Texans have been hot. They're riding an 8 or 9 game winning streak too.
Yeah.
Steelers knocked him off. I have no clue how this is going to happen at all.
At home. It's at home.
Legal in Minnesota? I mean, you need to stop
it's in Pittsburgh. It's in Pittsburgh. All right, here we go.
I don't care if it's on the moon. Texans all day.
Jacksonville gets the home field advantage against the Buffalo Bills. I love Josh Allen, but I think that we've watched Josh Allen lose some big games this year, and I think Jacksonville is going to beat them.
God, it's hard. This would be the upset of it. Like, it shouldn't even be an upset if the Jags win. I'm going to go Bills. I just, like, it's hard to root against Josh Allen. It is very hard. He's like the X factor. If Lamar was in, maybe he's just as much an X factor. Not this year. I got to go Allen as much as it pains.
I'm going Bills, too. Honestly, Jacksonville does not scare me. All they do is they drop down passes to ATN. Brian Thomas has been a no-name all year.
It's because Jacoby Myers is his go-to receiver.
I don't care.
It is not a drop-down pass thing. You see Trevor Lawrence throwing those deep balls, man. They bought him some grills. That's how confident they are.
Football. I know exactly what he does. Buffalo.
All right, here we go. Last one in the AFC. We have the Chargers going into New England playing. Dad predicted it. Mike Vrabel being the best team in the AFC.
New England.
I'm taking New England.
New England.
I think
Chargers. You don't know what to expect from them. The O-line's absolutely banged up. Yeah.
I never understand it.
Besides Keenan Allen.
Well, Laddie boy.
Yep. NFC baby. We have the Panthers that sneak in because the Saints didn't beat the Falcons. So the Bucks are crying at home, playing the Rams. Listen, the Rams lost to the Falcons, but the Rams are
going to the Super Bowl. It's going to be the Rams in Denver, baby.
I'm taking the Rams. It'd be cool to see the Panthers win. Ace, who you taking?
Rams.
San Francisco in Philly. Please, Lord, let the Eagles lose in the first round. I love Purdy. They're hot. They're hot going into playoffs right now.
I hate choosing Philly, but you saw what the Seahawks did to Purdy last week. I got to go.
That was a good game.
Oh, the Seahawks stifled. Well, no, they were able to drive the ball. There was a couple, I think McCaffrey dropped that ball, intercepted, kind of in the red zone. So things could have changed, but I like the Eagles.
Last one in the NFC here, we have the Packers traveling to the Bears. We all counted the Bears out so many games this year. They proved us wrong. Ben Johnson's first year as the head coach flipped that organization around. The Packers do not scare me right now, and I'm taking the Bears.
I'm sorry, the Packers upset them. The number 7 seed goes to Seattle next week, baby.
Dang.
So the one that scares me, I maybe for Johnny, I'm going to take the Bears just to hope that they prove me wrong, because the Packers rested guys. Bears had to play to get in, or they did play the guys. I don't know how healthy Love is.
Caleb Williams doesn't scare me.
And he doesn't scare. They got to get off to a hot start, and I don't know that they can. But
I've doubted them. They proved me wrong a bunch of times this year.
Caleb Williams, the problem with him is he misses guys wide open.
Yes. Yep.
And you can't do that in the playoffs.
I think the Bears win. I think the Bears go to the semifinals.
All right.
Semifinals, NFC Championship game. Well, that is our wild card predictions.
Before we end this, I got to see a sneak peek of the new race car design for next year for the TKR racing scheme. I was the first one to see it, baby. Looks nice. And I sent them the new logo. We will be on the car again next year.
Let's go, baby. Big shout out, baby. Big shout out. Hey, we love you guys. We love that. We got the opportunity to do our wild card predictions. We did you Would You Rather. Is this your guy? And our coaching shakeup. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you guys can listen to our beautiful voices, that's where you will find us. Next week is episode 250. We've been doing this podcast for 7 years. I think 5 of them with Ace, maybe 4. I don't know. Definitely 5.
3? Is it 4 now?
It's been more. I've been living in Florida for almost 4 years, Ace.
All I know is we love Brazil.
Yes.
Sprechen die Deutsch.
Well, we will see you guys next time on the Everything Goes podcast. Peace.